In Nepal, out of various sources of energy, hydroelectricity is the most important, easily available and reliable one. In spite of the huge potential, Nepal has been able to use only a small fraction of it due to various reasons, including high upfront cost and lack of political commitment and policy environment. As a result, the country is suffering from load shedding up to 16 hours daily, resulting in hardship and loss of productivity. Difficult geographical structure, sparsely populated settlements, and high cost for extending the national electricity grid are the major hurdles for a rapid rural electrification. In this scenario, rural electrification through isolated renewable energy technologies such as microhydro is a cost-effective alternative, as there is a capacity to survey, design, fabricate and install these systems within the country, and rural communities are capable of operating and managing them. Along with the benefits, microhydro has a number of shortcomings such as limited to 100 kW of power generation, unavailability of the power during the maintenance period, low quality of electricity, etc. Microhydro interconnected mini-grid is a local grid that connects more than one isolated microhydro plants to operate in a parallel mode and share the load in the system in same proportion with respect to their capacities. Microhydro interconnected mini-grid has various benefits such as possibility to operate bigger-sized industries at a time, balancing the surplus electricity of one or more microhydro plants with the deficit electricity of another one or more plants, carrying out the vital maintenance activity in one or more plants with consumers still getting electricity to meet their basic needs from the rest of the plants, increase in quality, reliability and availability of the electricity.
बिजुली 24 घण्टा आइसकेपछि कुखुरा फार्म खोल्नु पर्यो भन्ने छ, कसैले 100 मिल राखिसकेका छन्। हामी कहाँ मेडिकल पनि छ, हामीले नेबुलाइजरहरू लगाउँदाखेरि बिरामीहरूलाई पनि बिजुलीमा नै जोडेर लगाउँछौं। जीवन स्तर त माथि उठाउने भयो नि 24 घण्टा बिजुली आउने भएपछि।
There was none known microhydro interconnected mini-grid in South Asia. In 2005, Rural Energy Development Program carried out the pre-feasibility study for the microhydro interconnected mini-grid in 3 districts. India-based Whitetech Control manufactured the control system and the project was completed in mid-2011. Consequently, 6 microhydro schemes were connected together with an 8-kilometer long 11 kilovolt line with the total installed capacity of 107 kilowatts. As a result, a total of 1,200 households have benefited with quality and reliable electricity round the clock. The system has a provision of distributing the generated power from the microhydro plants either directly to the local villages as before or to the microhydro interconnected mini-grid after stepping up from 400 volts to 11 kilovolts. This advanced control system, which consists of different essential units including governing unit, synchronizing unit, protection unit, and measurement unit, made possible to interconnect all the microhydro plants for parallel operation. Electronic load controller is incorporated in the control panel to govern the frequency of the generator. Electronic load controller maintains constant load to the generator despite of the variation of the load in the system. In synchronized mode, electronic load controller tracks the mini-grid frequency and control the ballast load to maintain the synchronism between mini-grid and the generator. On the other hand, voltage of the generator is maintained by the automatic voltage regulator that controls the excitation of the generator to match the system voltage. Drup CT as a part of the automatic voltage regulator helps to share the reactive power in same proportion to the capacity of the generator. That means bigger microhydro plants get bigger load share and the smaller ones get smaller shares. Synchronization is a process of interconnection of the generator to the mini-grid when the three electrical parameters, namely frequency, voltage, and phase angle of both of the sources are matched together or lies within a predefined limit. These parameters are displayed by the combo displays, which shows the readings of the generator and the grid together. The dual frequency meter displays the frequencies. The dual voltmeter displays the voltage, whereas the dark lamp shows whether the sources are in phase or not. The LED indicators on the automatic synchronizer shows the matching progress. When all three parameters match, the AC contactor is activated and the generator is connected to the grid. The microcontroller-based protection relays are used for safe performance of the generators as well as overall system. A comprehensive metering is used to indicate power, volts, current, power factor, and ballast load. It displays different system parameters and status of the fault trips and system status. Ensuring smooth operation of a micro-hydro interconnected mini-grid system is more complicated than a standalone micro-hydro plant and is an entirely new practice in the sector. Mini-grid cooperative was found to be the most appropriate option to run a community-based mini-grid project. About 1,200 households who are the consumers of the electricity from 6 micro-hydro plants are also the members of the cooperative. The 11-member executive committee has been formed from representatives of all 6 micro-hydro plants connected together. They have 3 professional staffs, 2 technicians and 1 manager to run the project smoothly. Construction of mini-grid was one of the biggest challenges, which has been completed successfully. However, there are various managerial and other issues which might come up in future and affect the sustainable operation of the mini-grid. Study has shown that there are 21 potential mini-grid projects in 16 districts. Micro-hydro interconnected mini-grid may be the sustainable source of electricity for rural areas if the national grid is far away. On the other hand, if the national grid is nearby, mini-grid provides an opportunity to feed electricity to the national grid by accumulating power from individual micro-hydro plants, thereby enhancing their sustainability.